Hi and welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Just doing a 6-month update on my Suzuki Inazuma GW250. Part of the reason is because a lot of people said to me, you get fed up with that, being a 250, it's not quick enough, you're going to want something faster, go back to a 600, whatever. And I thought, possibly that is a possibility, and I think if I was buying this purely as a fun bike, then that probably is the case. However, this is predominantly used for going backwards and forwards to work, for commuting on, and it's turned out to be an absolutely fantastic commuter for a couple of reasons. Now, I know you can still do the same thing on a more economical bike, like a 125 would be ideal. But what I wanted was a full-size bike, and this is a full-size bike. It's not a 3/4 or anything. I mean, sitting next to an SV650 in a car park, this looks bigger. I mean, the other day it was next to a CB 1000RR, the new one, and it's definitely longer. And it is a big bike. Now, downside of that is it's not particularly quick. It's only a 250, so it's never going to be quick. But again, that's not what it was built for. It was built for comfort and economy, and reasonably good for load carrying, reasonably comfortable for a pillion. Although with a pillion on, again, that is going to hit your performance. Compared to my car that I was using for work, this is saving me somewhere in the region of £150, $200 per month. So I've already saved about £900 just by having it, and I worked out within a year and a half, 2 years, it would have actually paid for itself, because I can do between 150 and 175 miles on a tank, and it costs me 10 quid, just over 10 quid to fill up, and that lasts me just over a week. So, you know, £10 a week, fantastic. I was spending easily £40-50 a week. So the saving is huge. It's not just like, oh yeah, it's a bit of a saving, it's actually making a difference, and it's more money in my pocket. The other benefit on this over a 125, because it's bigger, you've got more presence on the road, so I feel safer. You've got the wider, you know, reasonably chunky tyres on it, not the real skinny ones you get on a 250. Speed wise, it's comfortable up to 65. It will go to 85 if you want to do some overtakes and that, and it will sit at 70, but you are revving it out at about 9,000 plus revs. At about 65 it's doing about 8,000 revs, and with the little screen that I put on it, quite comfortable at that. And so you can sit at 70, but you don't want to be doing that for too long, really. This is no long distance tourer. That's a definite. Maintenance wise, there's not a lot to say, because it's fuel injection, there's a disc brake, the tyres, I oil the train every now and again. I've done it today, I've cleaned it and done the chain. And on that subject, I do see a lot of commuting bikes are just left to, you know, virtually rot away with the salt and that. If you're commuting and you're in all weathers, you've got to keep your bike clean, otherwise it will very quickly get salt on it and rot away. And all I do is give it a clean. It takes about half an hour to clean it, especially after, at least sort of, you know, perhaps once a week, once a fortnight if it's nice weather. If it's got rained on and you get dirt all over it, then more frequently. But just keep it, it doesn't take long, just keep it reasonably clean. And also it's a good time to check over the bike. I've seen a lot of people modify these, and to me it's not a bike that you really want to modify. Someone I saw modified it and made it look like a Suzuki Bandit. Well, just go out and buy a Bandit if that's the look you want. It's an unusual looking bike, and that is part of its charm, in my opinion. So I've left it standard, as I say, apart from the screen, which I think adds to it, and obviously the top box is for commuting. But overall, yeah, I've just left it all as standard, and it's serving me well. The exhaust is not particularly loud. It's not a great sound. It's a 250 twin. What are you hoping for? And I have seen people drilling out the baffles and doing all sorts of things, but at the end of the day, it's no big deal. It's I'll just start it up. It starts on the button every time. It just sounds like a 250 twin to me. It's absolutely fine. So, am I going to keep it or am I going to upgrade? I'm definitely going to keep this bike. At least, probably 3 or 4 times I've thought to myself, yeah, I think I should upgrade. I want a bit more speed and a bit more power. But then I have a nice ride home, down the twisties, nailing it, redlining it in every gear. I'm still not going that fast, but I'm having fun. It's not costing me a lot. I mean, it only cost me a couple of grand, the bike anyway, and I say within 2 years it will have paid for itself, and then it'll owe me absolutely nothing, and then it's all gravy from there on as far as I'm concerned. So there you go, this is my 6 months update. Loving the Inazuma 250, and definitely keep it. This is GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon, bye.